Howdy, everybody. Welcome. There we go. To Liberty Libations, number 137. My name is Jake Green. Joined as usual by Zane, Placie, Alden, Hardee, and the invisible Nick Ciesielski, who has not made it yet, I guess. He's not backstage at the moment. So he'll be here eventually. I'd like to congratulate our producer, Mr. Zach Varnell, for having his first child. In true libertarian fashion, I believe he named her Rothbard, but I could be mistaken about that. I think that's what I heard, but that could be
Rothbard Hoppa Varnell.
Little Rothy.
Yeah, all the boys will want her for sure. With a name like that. Well, y'all, welcome to Liberty Libations. Zane, what are you drinking tonight, man?
It's this cocktail I found called an El Diablo, where it's tequila, creme de cassis, topped with ginger ale and lime juice.
What?
Any good? Never heard of that.
Seriously, is it good?
Well, for what could have possibly been a co-pilot hallucination, it's pretty good.
Perfect. What, Alden, being the former bartender, what is creme de cassis?
Isn't that no? I thought it was a currant liqueur or something like that.
Yeah, it's black currant.
Yeah, okay.
Oh,
You're really testing my liqueur knowledge at this point. Like,
oh, that's the worst. Okay, Zane, I no longer like your drink, so screw that drink. Alden, what are you drinking?
You're not gonna like mine either. I've got 2 Miller Lights, both open because I had to get the sound in.
No, I'll take it.
I don't know if you could even hear it because I like cans better for the sound or whatever. And
better for the sound.
Some Evan Williams single barrel, which also kind of sucks. But
everything that you just said is just like pure American awesome. Like, yeah.
My buddy was here and that's like what he drinks. And so I have a fridge full of Miller Lights. Also, I literally am bleeding from that top. It's the hardest to open twist offs I've ever had in my life. And not to sound like a total bitch, but.
Well, you've been sounding like that for about 100 episodes now. So.
Yeah. So nothing's changed there.
Nick, what are you drinking tonight, buddy?
Not really drinking tonight since I have to get up early and drive to North Carolina. And I still got to pack.
Fair enough. I've got Lone River again tonight, but the lemonade splash version of hot honey.
Okay.
This is by far my favorite seltzer because it's not overpowering.
Yeah,
like,
I would.
Trulies and stuff is just like.
I would try that one because most of them I don't care for, but I like the oh god damn it, I can't think of the name of it. What's the one that is made with like real fruit juice or whatever, and they just make bubble water, but now they make hard water also.
Celsius.
No.
Red Bull.
I'll think of it in like 80 minutes and I'll let you know.
Okay.
I had to run out to the beer store yesterday to pick up beers because apparently they can't get the beer everybody likes for the wedding this weekend. So I was there, and I hadn't seen it before, but I saw they have like hard Mountain Dews at the beer store.
What?
You gotta do the dew.
That's for the epitome of redneckosity, man. That is insane.
I'm gonna pick it up probably for the next episode I'm on.
That's 100% the most redneck thing that you could do as far as drinking is a spiked Mountain Dew.
Swapcast is probably absolutely crapping their pants right
now. Oh man!
By the way, Spindrift. That was what I was trying to think of.
Spindrift, yeah,
they have hard waters now too that are actually really good.
Yes, yeah, no, Spindrift. That's what I drink when I just want a sparkling water.
Although your answer of Celsius is probably correct, being that they seem to have added alcohol to.
Yes, Alden, you weren't on here last week. They accidentally there was alcohol found in Celsius.
Oh, a fermented batch on accident?
That's awesome. I think it was the same plant that does a vodka place or something that packages some type of.
So was it trace amounts or was it like, oops,
no,
all berries like 7%? Like,
yeah, I think it was.
Okay. So someone just labeled it wrong.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Somehow there was also peanuts on it, so people were getting drunk and dying from allergies. So yeah, I made that up.
It's a win-win. All right, y'all. Well, we have no producer for the foreseeable future.
For the year, yeah.
We're gonna have to hire a new one.
Yeah, I might look into getting a new one, but for now, we're gonna go back to the old school method of me sluggishly putting everything on screen. It'll be not as good. So.
You're gonna do the thing that Ron Swanson said not to do, which is to half-ass two things instead of whole-assing one thing.
I do love whole-assing.
Yeah. It's not as good as assholing, but whole-assing pretty good. Yeah.
Whole-assing is great. All right, let's go into our first story. I apologize in advance for this chick and the fact that she sounds like a news anchor. An annoying news anchor. But other than that,
she really does. I never thought of that, actually.
Content is great. So sit back, or not great, but terrifying.
You are not going to believe this. Ugh. Hiking and even just walking into the woods is now illegal in Nova Scotia.
Stay out of the woods. We are restricting travel and activities that really aren't necessary. Hiking, camping, fishing, and the use of vehicles in the woods are not permitted. Trail systems through woods are off limits.
Fishing, hunting, camping, driving, and again, just walking into the wild is now a crime, subject to a $25,000 penalty.
The fine for violating any of these bans, $25,000.
And get this, even people with property in these areas are no longer allowed to explore them.
If you have a home or cottage surrounded by a wooded area, we strongly encourage you to stay out of those woods. Don't do anything that could unnecessarily put you, your family, or your neighbors at risk.
The justification for these sweeping climate lockdowns is last year's wildfires, which destroyed over 200 homes, but critics aren't buying it, especially with the visible activity seen before and during those disasters. Some argue the fires themselves were no accident, but rather engineered events meant to justify policies like this one. And now here we are, the very first true climate lockdown, a move people have been warning about for decades. For access to nature is stripped away, and citizens are gradually corralled into controlled cities, needing permission to leave and potentially barred from ever returning to the wild again. This may be step number one for corralling people into cities, but I'm optimistic that because we are all paying very close attention, the future is bright.
She's the worst. I wish she was. She could have just played his video, but instead we had to hear each thing twice. Which was really annoying. But very interesting stuff. This is something that we kind of warned about or got a little taste of during COVID. Mm-hmm. And a lot of our thoughts were basically, this is like how they're going to test the waters.
And it's a lot of the same. Go ahead.
They were pushing it hard during COVID there. They were, there were the news articles coming out at the time, if anyone remembers. Oh, look at how much pollution's improved, and look at this, and look at that. We should stay locked down forever. And at the time, we all started calling, hey, climate change. Then you had was it Project Veritas, James O'Keefe at the time, where they based, I believe it was, where he got them on camera saying, the news guy on camera saying, yeah, the next thing we're pushing is climate change panic.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. I forgot that happened. Zane, were you about to say something?
Yeah, the big fear at the time, if everyone remembers, was that they were going to roll right from the COVID lockdowns straight into the climate lockdowns, which hearing that this one is being justified because of forest fires is not exactly how I think we thought they were going to play it. Because as Nick said, during COVID, they were all like, oh, look at the emissions. So the traditional conception of what a climate lockdown would be is, oh, you're not allowed to fly or drive because that's too much carbon emissions. Mm-hmm. So the fact that they're playing it this way is like even stupider. Because like if you're like a traditional environmental activist, that at least means that you do like going outside. Like I could envision someone saying, oh, we should we should love nature and love the planet. That's why you should like carpool, take public transit, don't fly, don't do this, that, and the other. But never on the list of environmental activists list of things not to do is take a hike in a forest.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
That's
they
like
wanted
at their
the
top.
15.
As long as you can
15
arrange
cities.
public transit, that's at the top of their list of things to do.
Yes. Yeah, completely agree. Nick, what did you say?
The 15-minute cities that they started pushing, stay within 15 minutes of where you live. So
Yep.
yeah, it seems counterintuitive, but to get out to nature, you've actually got to get drive out there. You're not gonna just do that. So it's like creating this. Okay, you live in your city, you stay in your city, and don't go venture out into the wildlands.
And if you touch grass, you get a $25,000 fine.
$25,000.
That's fucking steep, dude. Oh my god.
Well, it's 25,000 Canadian dollars, so it's
so it's like $12, right? Yeah. Okay.
My bad. Yeah. No, but even the folks that, like, if I buy land next to a bunch of wild area, it's because I want to go explore the wild area. Like, that was the point of me buying this land.
It's not because you wanted a Starbucks nearby. Yeah.
Correct. It's not because I want to be confined to the property that I'm currently on. It's because I have thousands of acres to walk through and hang out in and not start fires.
Yeah.
And that's the weirdest thing about this is they're saying it's because
about fires, but
wildfires to start, but
then just indiscriminately, it's just all people, foot traffic, vehicles. You don't even fly a kite. Kites cause fires. Like just not even talking about people with flicking cigarette butts or addressing any specific thing, leaning a hot muffler on a bike against a tree. Even anything that makes any amount of sense at fucking all. Like none, honestly, it makes me mad. Yeah.
The only thing that I would never get behind it, but the only thing that would make sense if they said no camping.
Because they said it was like lumped in with every other thing, but they didn't make it about campfires. They just said no hiking, no camping, no fishing. Yeah. Like everyone knows when you pull a fish out of the water, it just combusts. Like, Jesus.
Dude, it is weird. Like, yeah, if it was just no camping, because the thing you do when you go camping is you build a fire, and that's
but I've gone camping in the dry season before when there's like fire bans, and then you're just like, all right, I guess I'll get the sterno can out or whatever, and it's annoying, but like I've gone camping still with it. Like,
yeah, you're making something illegal because you can't enforce the thing that is already illegal.
Yeah. So you're just like group banning this whole thing around it. Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, because there's always a fire ban during dry season. Like there's a fire ban here in Montana right now. You can't have exposed fires.
Right.
And so like if you already have that law, if you already have that in place, it just means you're terrible at enforcement of that rule.
And we've seen this a bunch of times with different laws where it's like enforce the laws you have already.
And then repeal
start expanding laws. Yeah. And honestly, I'm fine with that too, obviously. But
yeah.
Well, it's if the problem is people actually lighting fires and you don't want them to do that, then if you're saying, well, we're going to write this law to just prevent you from even stepping foot on there, assuming that you're going to now have to enforce that, why don't you just go back and enforce the thing you already had?
That's a fair point. Yeah.
Exactly.
And then you've got
COVID. Okay.
Yeah, well, you've got the most wildfires, except I guess in Los Angeles, where it seems like those generally start from Pacific Gas and Energy or people actually starting the fires themselves, arson. Most of the wildfires I think are lightning strikes.
Yep.
So you're not really preventing anything there.
Oh, they're going to ban lightning soon. Yeah.
That would be the first
step. Creating a $5,000 fine to lightning.
But the thing that I think Canada just went so insane during COVID and just did the most retarded authoritarian things they could do. Yep. That's now their answer for everything: is how retarded and how authoritarian can we be for a solution?
It's the same players. It's like Canada, Britain, and Australia are just like, look to them first for like the sneak peek of like I was saying, like dystopian hell is just like they're like blazing the trail, pardon the pun, of
why we need to build a fence on the northern border and keep them out.
But it's not
really
the people, though. I don't think they're voting for this.
How do the people feel about this? I was reading through the comments on that video earlier, and there was like one person that was like defending it. That's like, I live in wherever, Nova Scotia, and my brother's a firefighter, and blah blah. And you don't understand and was trying to say the video was like out of context. I'm like, she talked about the fires, like, or she had a clip of them talking about whatever. It was covered. It was in there.
Fires are suspicious too.
It's not out of context though. Even if you didn't mention it at all, because this is not how to handle this. And this is like we've seen with COVID, where it's like, oh, it's just going to be 2 weeks. And then like fucking 2 years later, lockdowns are still a thing or whatever. Like it's never just what they're saying. And when you start letting people take away your rights for one reason or another, even if it's quote unquote an emergency or quote unquote justified, it's rarely actually helps the thing. And usually they never relent, and then they make up some other thing about it, and they will take more away, and like it's just a slope thing anyway.
Well, the entire thing is status quo bias, because if you implement a bunch of stuff like in the midst of a extreme panic, and now you're thinking about, okay, when is it time to take these restrictions away and let people go back to normal? Well, now it's on you to justify, well, is it safe to remove all of these restrictions? And it's like, we weren't asking if it was safe before the restrictions got put in place to begin with. The only reason they're here is because everyone was whipped up in a panic, and it's this unprecedented situation. So all we should have to say to take the restrictions off is the unprecedented situation is now gone. But no, it's not that standard. It's, oh, can you absolutely guarantee that there won't be a single bad thing that happens if you remove this restriction? It's like, no, that's impossible. You can't do that. You just have to you just have to let people live.
What if they also find kind of like the COVID thing, when they're like, oh, there's like people are spending less on whatever and gas, and so the carbon went down or whatever. It's like, also, so did the economy went in the shitter also, but whatever. But what if they attribute something like that, like, you know, in a causality kind of way, even if there's just like a correlation or whatever to this event, and then try to keep it in place because of that, or encourage other areas to do it because, you know, so it might be about the fires, you know, like ostensibly, like initially, but maybe they link it to some other climate related thing or what have you. I don't know. I've seen the way this goes before, where like it rarely just like goes away like easily and quietly, and usually it snowballs into some other fucking thing. But
yeah, I mean, basically what they do is they give you this fear, and then they say, okay, we're going to keep you safe from that fear. And then they give you another fear. We're going to keep you safe from that fear. And then it just keeps getting smaller and smaller till it's
ratchet.
Alden's butthole.
Man, that must be really small.
It's always a ratchet effect. 2 clicks forward, 1 click back.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. It is, I mean, back to what we were saying at the beginning, it's a weird approach for them to take.
mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know how effective that's going to be.
It won't.
I don't foresee the people who are outdoorsmen and outdoorswomen and all these people who want to be out in nature. I do not see them.
How do they respond to this?
Can you imagine somebody like Cameron Haynes being like, sure, yeah, I won't go out in the
is
woods.
This, I was gonna say biting the hand that feeds, but is this more like slapping the mouth that you're feeding? Like, I don't understand like the exact relationship with this, but it feels wrong on some level. Like,
that has to be a t-shirt. Slap the mouth that you're feeding. That's so funny.
I just don't know how you take Canadian law enforcement seriously. Oh, sorry, buddy, you can't be walking here.
It's because you talk like that too. Like that's why they take it seriously. Not like me. So yeah, no, I that's why. If an American was there and they approached you, you'd start laughing because it's funny. And it's basically they're just parodies of themselves.
Are Canadian police armed with like slingshots or?
What are?
No, they actually have guns in the cops actually have guns in Canada. It's not the UK.
It's not just wrist rockets and
what weapons
bumpers
cops in Canada carry.
Probably SIG P320s.
List of, let's see.
I don't know why I want them to still have like J-frame revolvers or something like.
They mainly use Glock and Smith & Wesson.
Okay.
But they also include the 6-hour P226 and P320.
That's what Nick just said.
But they mainly have the Glock 17
Okay.
and the Smith & Wesson MMP, which I have the MMP.
Solid choices.
Yeah, not bad.
What do you have? The Shield Plus or whatever.
Yeah, I have the Shield Plus 2.0 or whatever.
Yeah.
I was gonna get the regular 2.0 at some point.
Nice. It's a good gun. I love it.
I shot it at one of the classes with a dot on it, and my shooting improved so quick.
I want to try a dot. I've never done a dot. I'm pretty good with iron sights, but a dot is just like in a situation of real stress. Like when I've never been put to that kind of test before, and it would be nice to have just a 1 point instead of a 2 point aiming system.
Yeah, my groups tightened real quick whenever I tried the instructor's MMP 2.0.
Did your butthole tighten too? Just to bring buttholes back into the conversation. We've talked about buttholes like 3 times tonight, but
Can we make it a record?
Yeah, let's go. What would be a record for us?
No, just a record in general. I want to go for book of world records.
Record of all podcasting. Now I want to know for like a 2-hour podcast the most butt mentions.
Let's see. So the most famous cops in Canada, the RCMP, the Royal Canadian Mounted Police, they carry the Smith & Wesson 5946 and 3953, both
I don't even know
chambered
what those are.
9x19 millimeter parabellum.
Isn't that a John Wick movie?
Yeah, that's standard 9mm.
That was antebellum, but that could be something else. Double action. Let's see. I guess. They're also authorized.
Double
to
action only.
Yeah, double action only. Also authorized to carry the C8 rifle.
I'm not familiar with that either.
Me neither. I don't know.
You know who's also authorized to carry that?
Who?
Me, because I'm an American.
It's probably a Canadian variant on an AR.
Yeah,
I would think.
There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that guy. So yeah, variant on an AR. Dot. Oh, the dot takes some time to get used to. It really does. I've got one on one of my home defense weapons, and it does take.
That's what I would put it on first, because it would, like, on my person, I feel like it would just get in the way of like where I'm trying to holster it.
Yeah, it's too much for like a concealed carry for me or anything.
For
like
me,
that.
I think, yeah. I like small shit concealed, dude. I know. Again, I'm going to emasculate myself a second time tonight, but I've got like the little 380, the Bodyguard 2.0 or whatever, and it's like this big, but
yeah,
I don't know, dude. I could wear it in a bathing suit. Like,
yours can fit my wallet. Like that's how small yours is.
I mean, I've got an LPP as like a little pocket gun if I ever just needed that versus actually.
I've got something. 2 holsters for it. I've got the one that I do like, IWB or whatever, but then I also, for certain like gym shorts, I just throw it in the pocket. Yeah.
Yeah, Alden, you're into the BCC, the butthole concealed carry.
If there was a gun that you could, it would be this one. Yeah.
We're fitting in the buttholes tonight, y'all. It's great. I'm loving it.
Oh my god.
Yeah. So, like we were saying, I mean, I think this is not going to be productive for them. I don't think this is going to be taken well. I don't think it's going to work. I think people are already way too suspicious. I think they would have to once again create the emergency in order to make this effective. And this time, I think they're going to have to create a much more permanent and visually appealing emergency than they did with COVID. Because I don't think anything like that is going to happen in the United States again, where we lock down and people accept that.
I wonder if you're going to have 2 camps of people that are even harder divide on it, where people that are like, I ain't falling for that bullshit again, and people that are like, I'm sucking the dick of that bullshit again. Like,
I think that's what you're going to see.
Yeah.
I think you're going to see that split.
Yeah, but then it's just basically cities locked down and the rural areas are fine, which that sounds fine to me.
I'm in Ringgold, Georgia, so there's a farm behind me, so I'll be all right.
Yeah, I can see farms on the hills around me pretty close.
Steven's
I'm
in the
good.
comment section tonight, y'all. BCC, yeah, you know me. Oh,
Better
Steve.
BCC than BBC? I don't know.
Yeah, anybody else got any more thoughts on the potential of climate lockdowns and what that might look like or be in the future?
I would just blame Canada. Blame Canada. Blame
Perfect.
In
Canada.
general, don't trust your government, but if you live in Canada, that goes double, I think. Yeah.
Get the hell out of Canada.
Yeah, I mean, they're literally encouraging you to kill yourself, so maybe get out of there.
Yeah,
you know, we've got only you can prevent forest fires by killing yourself.
If more people kill themselves, the likelihood that person will now start a fire is zero. So like the logic is there. Like
this is getting us a strike.
Like,
we're getting a strike tonight.
I don't care. I don't care about our YouTube channel, mainly because sorry everybody who's commenting on YouTube at the moment, which is literally everybody.
I can't see that. Or
but y'all, Nick put in the Discord today that Rumble is going to start implementing the Lightning Network with Bitcoin, which means we'll be able to trade in Bitcoin through Rumble eventually.
But is that going to start wildfires? Because I hear lightning starts wildfires.
Probably.
Yeah, they're going to get fined for that.
You know, if the government would stop cloud seeding and creating storms, there'd probably be less lightning.
Have you seen the radar images of the lightning that's in a dot matrix grid, like an old? It's really wild. In some storms that are thought to have been generated by whatever, like weather manipulation or whatever.
Are you sure that's
lightning can sometimes be in full rows, like a fucking.
What's the dadgum pattern? Are you sure that's just not the Fibonacci sequence at work in nature?
I have never seen. Actually, that's not true. I have seen the Fibonacci sequence produce right angles in bismuth crystals, actually, as it hardens and it makes the. So that's
interesting.
Can you say I stand corrected if you corrected yourself halfway through a statement? I don't know.
Well, I'm going to correct you right now, which is that 95% of the golden ratio spirals that you see superimposed on images of nature are completely fake and made up and not the actual golden ratio.
I would agree with that. Yeah.
Fair enough.
It's probably
have you seen all the memes where they put that spiral over Sonic the Hedgehog or something?
Oh no, but I don't care about that. That's
Grumpy did comment saying the Rumble chat just isn't as easy to use. You're right, man.
Is it not? Okay.
It's not. They're getting better. So every year they come out with some massive upgrades to their system. You know, they're smaller. I don't know how much smaller, but
you know what though?
Probably smaller than YouTube.
I mean, YouTube's got 2 decades on them.
Yeah, it's true. What'd you say, Alden?
Rumble's search engine is easier to use than YouTube's though, because ever since Google bought YouTube, depending on what you're trying to find. If you're trying to find a Miley Cyrus video, I'm sure it comes right up. But every time I try to type in the weird shit that I'm trying to find that I know is there, I'll test it. I'll have a link to a video that I've saved for myself or whatever. I'll literally copy and paste the headline of the title of the video into the search bar, and CNN will come up instead. It'll be like, did you mean that? And I can't find shit anymore. And that's unless you know exactly where to go, just stumbling on stuff on YouTube that's anything against the mainstream or whatever is much more difficult.
Anything against the mainstream or anything that you haven't already been looking at. Because the whole first page is just all stuff only related to things that I've already looked at.
Yeah.
If I want to search for something, you're right. The search is not very good.
No, I think it's intentional.
I haven't found the Rumble search particularly good either, but that could just be me.
It's not good, but I think it's less. I feel like there's less of a manipulation with it. It's just bumbling, but not targeted to get you off the scent. There's a difference.
It's definitely not targeted to get me off. That's for sure.
Got it targeted at your butthole.
This fucking show is just going off the rails tonight. I'm so surprised. I take 2 weeks off, and it's like you guys are making up for lost Alden time, and you got to cram as much weird butthole talk.
Your face just brings that out of us, man.
Yeah, we've definitely got to cram it in.
I'm trying to sip my whiskey. It's 2 fails to sip my whiskey.
All right. Well, if that's all on Nova Scotia climate lockdowns, we're going to go to zoo food. A zoo in northern Denmark is asking for donations of small pets as food for its predators. Explained in a Facebook post that if you have a healthy animal that needs to be given away for various reasons, feel free to donate it to us.
This feels like the equivalent of the suicide pods of like you don't want a pet, like abort a pet into a lion's mouth. Like,
dude, it's wild.
That's crazy.
I don't know how I feel about this because on the one hand, the fewer cats there are on Earth, the better.
Yeah, but just take a van down to Istanbul and like you're set for like a year.
Istanbul? What are you talking
about?
Constantinople.
Aren't they famous for having like
street cats?
Lots of cats. Like, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I know that the streets of dadgummit, I forget the name. What's the capital city of Bosnia and Herzegovina?
I have no idea.
Sarajevo, or is that Serbia?
No, I think it's Bosnia.
I think it's Orlando.
So I was in Sarajevo. The number of freaking dogs running around those streets, you couldn't take a step without kicking a dog. It was insane. But I don't know. I want somebody to tackle this from a libertarian perspective.
Fair enough.
Is this something that is okay to happen, Zane?
So I feel like this is an important time to point out that libertarianism does not claim to be and never has been a complete moral philosophy.
Right. It's not an ethical ground. Yeah.
If I purely analyze this from a libertarian perspective, no, there is nothing wrong with this because animals don't have rights. And Murray Rothbard has actually talked a lot about this, and or maybe not a lot, but he has written articles about this. And insofar as it goes, I agree with him that the reason why we call them human rights is because the reason humans have them is that we can exercise a reason, and we are able to take purposeful action. Like, we aren't just acting purely on the basis of instinct. We can actually decide what we're going to do and then do it according to our decision. Whereas, an animal, it would make no sense if you observed, a tiger attacking a sheep. It would make no sense to say that tiger violated the rights of the sheep, because in the animal kingdom, there is no such thing as rights. The tiger and the sheep are both just acting according to their nature, whereas there is something unique about human nature that brings about the concept of human rights. So to try to apply human rights to other animals doesn't even make sense.
Right.
Cue the Circle of Life song.
Nick, I think you're about to say something. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the point of this isn't, you need to feed predators meat. Like that's very much the case. Yeah. Now going public and saying, hey, if you've got pets you don't want, give it to us and we'll euthanize them.
And it wasn't just like stray animals.
Really, really, really bad PR.
Yeah, it's not a good
really bad PR.
Like, you don't want your cat anymore? Is your dog a nuisance? Are you tired of walking your dog? I want to make like one of those infomercial type things for this. Like, give us your pet. Like,
SNL needs to do a little sketch on this. But the zoo said it wants guinea pigs, rabbits, and chickens as possible donations. After being euthanized, the animals will be used as fodder, the zoo says.
Rabbits and chickens aren't really even pets.
Why are they giving them euthanized animals if they can already then just order frozen animals? They go to the fucking pet store and get rats. I don't know. Like,
that costs you money though versus free donations.
Yeah, they said that way nothing goes to waste, and we ensure natural behavior, nutrition, and well-being of our predators.
Oh, natural behavior, like eating euthanized animals. Like, yeah, okay. This makes no sense.
Let's see. The online call for pet donations is accompanied by a picture of a wild cat baring its teeth with its mouth wide open and a link to the zoo's website. noting the facility is also interested in receiving horses.
Wow. What are they feeding that to?
They didn't link to this zoo's website, though, in the article. Freaking ABC News. Come on.
Lame. My grandma runs a wildlife like rehab center down in Florida. And dude, she's like on another level. She's another breed. She keeps a tote in the back of the van. And if she drives by something like roadkill, she throws it in the fucking tote and takes it home and feeds it to weird things. Like, she's just insane. Scoops it up and throws it in the van, drives around with it, goes to Publix, comes back. It's been in the hot sun, gets her milk and goes home, driving around with a dead raccoon. That's crazy.
That's a Florida woman headline right there.
Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
Is her name Carol Baskins?
Her name's Carol Hardee. That's weird enough. Who's Carol Baskins?
Oh my gosh. You didn't watch Tiger King?
No. Oh no, I didn't realize that was where this is going.
Yeah,
Carol also just outed my grandma on the internet.
But I don't think she's going to mind. You didn't say her address, so I don't think it really matters. What a wild, just a wild story. I don't think, I can't decide if I'd be more inclined to go to this zoo if they didn't euthanize them and just released the pets.
That's what I thought they were doing.
That's more interesting to me. I would go watch that.
Yeah.
I would go watch that to see like a dog who has no idea what's going on happily drag its tail and walk right up to that.
Just throw the dog in and throw a bone toward the lion and just see what happens. Like, yeah.
Yeah, that's a weird one. It's not my favorite.
I'm with Zane where it's like, I don't think it's necessarily like unlibertarian or whatever to do, but we're free to make fun of them though. And you're going to get the flack from the social pushback from it. And the PR look is probably not good or whatever, but go ahead, Zane.
My strongest objection to this is just its effect on people. Because if you went to the zoo and you knew, oh yes, this lion, it was being fed with house pets.
Yeah.
I feel like that might have a bad impact on people in a way that, we bought a bunch of chickens and slaughtered them so that our tiger had something to eat. I think that's okay because, assuming that it's okay to have lions and tigers in zoos so that people can go and look at them and learn about them, then you have to feed them. And we've decided, these chickens are going to be lunch for the lions and tigers. Okay, that's fine. I don't have any problem with that.
And after you see the tiger, you can get your chicken tenders down at the shack, like in the same park. It's kind of an interesting detail.
Yeah.
We all eat the same things. Yeah.
Where it's a little bit different with this is it's not just chickens you bought for the purpose of feeding them to a tiger. It's a cat that someone bought to be their house pet, to be their companion, and then they decided, I don't actually like this cat. Therefore,
I agree.
And
it's a weird kind of thing where it's like a shirking a responsibility on like a pretty real level, but also being like, it's almost giving this out to people that I don't want to give more of like an ethical gray area for like disposing of a pet that you chose to keep and is now your thing. I feel like this is like I'm teetering on abortion rights like type talk or whatever. Like,
is your great-great-grandfather comatose? Is your great-grandmother lazy?
You tired of?
Are you tired?
Nana, like
your grandparents?
Yeah. Get on down to the zoo. Like, take them for one last wheelchair ride. Like.
Now we know why Canada's pushing MAID so hard.
Pushing what?
MAID, medical assistance in dying.
To
feed the zoo animals.
Oh, interesting. Yeah,
I thought you said maids. Like I pictured sexy maids cleaning up animal poop out of the zoo, and I was like, I'll go to that zoo.
I'd go. Yeah, I mean,
that could be something to consider. Yeah,
something for people of all ages.
Jake's got like 100 acres or something. We could put a zoo out there that does that,
or something. Yeah.
Yeah, Nick, you'll love that.
All right. Any more thoughts on the zoo?
We should move on. We may have exhausted this one. Yeah.
Okay,
yeah. There's not too much to say on it, but
Awesome.
No, there's
I
really...
am not fucking drunk.
Well, 19th are blue.
Every pretty girl deserves to go to a ball.
This is everything about it's a clam. I love it.
I gotta be honest with you, I feel like I'm a little bit too drunk to stand up.
On Wiedersehen, asshole.
I'm drunk right now.
Welcome to Drunkard of the Week, the part of the show where we show somebody saying or doing something that can only be explained if they're drunk, but they're not. You can nominate somebody via our Discord or via X by using the hashtag Drunkard of the Week or just tagging us on X, Liberty Libation. If you want to join the Discord, you got to join the Dollar Media Club, which is $1 per month. And then you get access to the Discord as well as a whole bunch of other things behind the paywall of Peaceful Sea Network. So go check it out this week. This was nominated by Zane. It was the only one I could get to download this week. So Zane won by default. So here you go.
We want to be free to do what we want to do.
Yeah.
We want to get loaded. Yeah. And we want to have a good time.
Hero, for sure.
All right, this week's
Where is
Drunk
this
of the
at?
Week is the poop fish from
That's at that same zoo we were talking about, right?
whatever fake aquarium this was, where they allow you. Who thought of this? I don't know. They allow you to paint digital fish
Because that can never go wrong.
and then release them into a digital aquarium. And
How many dicks do you think are drawn on these fish?
I was gonna say that's like the first thing I'd draw.
Just so many dicks.
I thought, like, there's so many better ways. Just have them be, those like color by number.
Yeah, just where you touch a section and it colors it. Like, yeah.
Like, do something other for people to do this, because that's what you're gonna get over and over again.
I thought of the Mythic Quest where it's like the time to penis, like the TTP or whatever, where like they have the shovel and they're like, how long until they can dig the shape of a penis? And it's like the first thing that the YouTube reviewer does. Yeah.
Pooty shoe.
Pooty shoe. They nailed it with that.
The other question is, why'd they shut the whole thing off, and why doesn't the control just let them get rid of the fish or approve the fish before it gets put in the aquarium?
Because then you have
imagine if your job was approving fish that got drawn.
You have to filter all day. Oh my god. It's like the zoo equivalent of the guy like with the 10-second delay for live TV that has to bleep curse words or whatever, but with kids drawing dicks on fish all day. Like, oh my god. Kill me.
It's so stinking funny though. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So Drunkard of the Week, go nominate folks on X or through the Discord. Either one works. There you go. Let's move on. There were a couple crazy attacks this week. One, let me get it pulled up here. There we go. One, a woman was getting harassed and they were attempting to carjack her in her car. And I don't know if you guys remember this guy, Big Balls. He's part of,
we forget Big Balls.
Doge. He stepped in and saved her and kept her from getting carjacked, kept her from getting hurt, and got the ever living snot beat out of him.
Lived up to his name, though.
He lived up to his name. So
he did live, assuming
he did live. Yes.
Can you die up to your name?
Can you?
If it goes really poorly,
if you can live up to your name, can you die up to your name, Zane?
I was trying to come up with some clever pun on someone's name in a way that they could die, but I'll let you know when I come up with
something.
It is wild that out of all the people, it was one of the main key guys in Doge that stopped this from happening. It just
named Big Balls.
Guy named Big Balls. I guess Ed
Big Balls has big balls.
Ed Korestein is his name. I much prefer Big Balls.
No, that's not his name.
Yeah. Does that look like an Ed Korestein? No, it looks like a Big Ball. Yeah.
They were hanging signs up around DC thanking him.
They were what?
There were some signs hanging on some government building or something, or some building about thanking him for celebrating him doing that.
I mean, good for him, man. Like that takes a lot of guts when you see somebody, like when you see a group of people full on attacking somebody's car and trying to take them out of it and take the car, like.
Especially in a place where you're not armed and they probably are.
Yeah.
It sounds like he wasn't armed, and that's what I was thinking of, honestly.
That takes some real guts. Like that is very impressive. I wish he was able to get as much done as he did there with Doge. That would have been incredible, but sadly Doge died and no one cares about it anymore.
It pretty much was like just basically like the UV light that shines on the wall, and you're like, there's a message here, but like it wasn't going to do anything. It just like uncovers the scams and the fraud and the whatever, but it didn't like stop any. Like it just was like, there it is. Like, I don't know.
There it is. Now the flashlight turns off and it's
now
gone.
and you turn it off, it's still there. Like you're just not looking at it anymore. Yeah.
That is a really good freaking analogy.
There you go.
Analogy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. Well, the second attack, this is a wild one. We'll play the video. Let's see. I've gotten so used to Zach producing. It's so annoying.
That's all good.
Disturbing headline from Danville, Virginia. A city councilman intentionally doused with flammable liquid and set on fire. Here's Pierre Thomas.
Tonight, a horrific crime in broad daylight. City councilman from Danville, Virginia, doused with gasoline and set on fire.
What's up, guys? It's Lee Vogler.
Councilman Lee Vogler confronted inside the office of a local magazine where he also worked.
An individual forced his way into our office carrying a 5-gallon bucket of gasoline and poured the gasoline on Lee. Lee attempted to flee, ran to the front of the building. The individual followed him and set him on fire.
Vogler, elected in 2012, then the youngest member of the city council.
As you guys know, for 13 years, I've never missed a meeting.
Tonight, witnesses say that before the councilman was airlifted to a North Carolina hospital, he identified his attacker as 29-year-old Shotzi Buck Hayes. Police arrested Buck Hayes after he allegedly fled the scene. Authorities say the suspect's motive involves a personal matter not related to the victim's position on Danville City Council or any other political affiliation. Tonight, the suspect is being held without bond in the Danville City Jail. He's facing a charge of attempted first-degree murder. David?
What an awful story, Pierre Thomas.
Goodness gracious.
What's the personal matter?
I really want to know the personal matter. But
did someone fuck someone's wife? Like, let's be real.
That's got to be it. But, I mean, so I don't understand the logistics of this. So either the guy said he had a 5-gallon bucket of water. I mean, of gasoline.
I was like, water?
5-gallon bucket. That like from Home Depot, maybe, I guess.
A bucket, not a 5-gallon like actual gas can, but a 5-gallon just open top bucket.
I mean,
a 10-gallon hat.
If you had a gas can, you wouldn't be able to dump it out real quick on the person.
That's my question.
That's fair.
Was it actually a bucket? Because if it's a bucket, then that whole place is going up in flames.
That would absolutely be true. If it was even half full, that would be a lot of gas. Yeah.
But if it's just a gas can, then you're not going to get him nearly as much. He's not going to die. You're not going to dump the entire 5 gallons on him because unless he's just standing there taking the gasoline.
Yeah, it's one thing in like a mob movie or something if you're tied to a chair, but like if you run up to someone and start trying to splash them with. So how did this work also with like he has to also ignite the accelerant and so you have to do the one and then the other, and then if you're doing this quickly, not get it on yourself, which is a real risk of if you're splashing gas around everywhere.
Yeah.
It's a poor choice all around.
Somebody needs to go check on this this guy's girlfriend and make sure that she's okay, because if Stephen commented, the councilman bagged his girl, or so says the grapevine. If
that's what I literally have no idea about this, but I was like, if it's a personal matter, that's what it is. Like, it's just,
yeah, it's always that. So, like, if that's the case, then somebody needs to go do a wellness check on her, because it takes two to tango, and she was probably.
It's 2025. 3 and 4 can tango now, Jake. Like,
no, they can't. They can try, but they can't do it. Zane,
and I just say that Twitter and Instagram have so fried my brain that when we were watching that clip from ABC News, my gut reaction was, I can't believe I have to watch this whole segment and I'm not going to even see the video. Like, have you ever noticed that when legacy media does like segments on these horrible things that happen, you never actually see the video? You just see a bunch of videos of like crime tape and policemen standing around not doing anything.
Yeah, I hate it.
Yeah,
I hate it. Yep. No, you're not wrong. Instagram has definitely ruined me in that regard.
It's funny how that like was the thing for so long, where someone would be like right behind me was the scene of a horrible incident that we will describe with words, but you won't see any of it. But we had to be at the scene to tell you about it. We could have just told you from the anchor desk, but we are here where the thing is no longer happening now. Like, it's such a weird phenomenon of news. Like,
yeah, dude,
we have to drive down there. Like, people worried about carbon footprints. Get on the journalists that have to drive to places for no reason.
Right. One of my favorite things is like they have the news compilation videos of bloopers, but then they also have ones of news anchors quitting on air.
No, I've never seen that. That's awesome.
And so many of them are weathermen who have to go to the scene where the weather is happening, and it's just like a blizzard. And they're like, I could have done this at home. We could have just set a camera there. I didn't need to be here. Like,
that's so silly.
So funny.
There have been so many times I've been watching like coverage of like hurricanes or something, and you'll be seeing this person like in 3 raincoats up to their knees in like floodwater or something, and you've got to wonder, is this strictly necessary to have everyone out here?
We caught him one time. So, I grew up in Florida through the hurricanes and whatever. And like, there was one time where there was like a person standing at a specific spot and there was like water pouring off the roof. And they were like, it's really bad here, blah, blah, blah. And then for a second, the camera pans over and they were standing at the valley of the roof and like the downspout, and everywhere else is trickling water. It's just a drizzle. But they found the spot that it was like the most water coming out to like be the most dramatic. And that was like, I don't know. Just telling.
They had one a couple of years ago where he was acting like the wind was blowing heavy and it was crazy. And then there's just a guy walking in the background nothing's wrong.
The cameraman never lies, man. They'll pan over and you'll see reality over there, and you're like, oh, it's not so bad. Like,
it's so funny. All right, y'all. I think it's about that time. If y'all are okay with it. All right.
I hear that music. Is this different music?
Yeah.
I don't like this.
It's the same music.
No, it's the same. Okay. I just had to get into it.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. Welcome to another night of Libations trivia. As usual, we have trivia in 3 rounds. Round 1, 8 questions, 1 point each. Round 2, 6 questions, 2 points each. Round 3, 4 questions, 3 points each. If you are in the audience, please comment with your answer, and we will take the first one that is not an obvious joke.
All your answers are jokes to us.
All my answers are a joke to me. So.
Tonight's categories: Round 1, gate controversies. Round 2, potpourri. No, I did not mispronounce that. And round 3, education.
Love it.
Is it really not pronounced potpourri?
It is. Well, he's saying pot.
Oh, okay. All right. Got it.
Get it together.
So it's miscellaneous weed-related questions?
No, it's about pottery.
Pottery, yeah. Or dishes.
Round 1, gate controversy. So the answer to every question will be some kind of controversy or scandal named, with gate at the end.
Okay.
Alden, don't start listing off gates because I know that a million are going through your head right now.
Bill?
What? What did I just say?
You prompted it.
Question 1. 2014. Various women in a particular entertainment industry are harassed online for being too woke.
$2014. What was I doing in 2014?
I was graduating college and trying to get a job. But I know the answer to it.
2014, I think I was in 9th grade or 10th grade.
All right. Go ahead.
Do we need to write gate or just the first word? Or
I mean,
write gate once and then just write around it.
All right, Jake.
Pantygate.
Alden.
This is not going to get better. Porngate.
There we go.
This is the infamous Gamergate.
Yeah, it is Gamergate.
It's not Porngate? Are you sure?
Yeah. Zane, are you on the audience?
Yep.
Sweet. Okay, I'm going to shut them off.
Gamergate was like the first battle in the meme war that led to the Trump election in 2016.
Never heard of it.
I don't even know what that was about.
Question 2. 2012. New Orleans Saints head coach Sean Payton is suspended an entire season for allegedly paying players to injure opponents.
I know this one. I just don't remember the name. Go ahead, Zane.
All right, Nick.
Target Gate.
Alden.
Peyton Gaten.
Jake.
The Knockout Gate.
This was known as Bounty Gate.
I knew it was something along that line.
Yeah.
Sure it's not Peyton Gaten?
Peyton Gaten.
Question 3. 2007, the New England Patriots are caught stealing the hand signals of opposing teams. Or 2019, the Houston Astros are caught having stolen the hand signals of opposing teams.
Remember, I'm not going to get any of these. This is depressing.
How many gates were the Patriots involved in?
2.
At least 2.
Yeah. Which I'm sure we'll get to the other one.
That's why I'm not saying that one.
We all know it.
Go ahead, Zane.
Nick.
I think it's just Signal Gate.
Alden.
Handjob Gate.
Jake.
I said a hand gate.
Handy Gate.
All right, so when I was looking into this, Signal Gate is a named gate controversy, but it's actually to do with the Signal chat of everyone getting leaked from the Trump administration a couple months ago.
Hilarious.
Sounds familiar.
Because these two are known as Spygate.
Spygate. Yep.
That was
They
so
also
long.
used to. Oh, go ahead.
That was so long ago. I knew it happened. I just can't remember.
They didn't have a gate name for it, but the Patriots would jam the signal for the opposing teams comms sometimes, or spy on them with cameras on the other side and shit. And they're a mess, man.
Hey, Tom Brady still the GOAT. Don't really care.
I don't care about Tom Brady. I'm just talking about as an organization, they suck.
Question 4. 2015, Tom Brady allegedly orders air removed from footballs used during the AFC Championship game against the Indianapolis Colts.
You can go ahead. Everybody.
Yeah.
All right, Nick.
Deflate Gate.
Alden.
I think this one is just because it rhymes. It's stuck. I don't know. Yeah, Deflate Gate.
Yeah, everyone gets this.
I remember in college, one of the guys I had classes with ended up trying to write a paper proving that the Patriots didn't cheat, and I still told him I don't believe you anyway. And then Then he became a billionaire. So, I don't know.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Question 5. 2017. Backup Sutton United goalkeeper Wayne Shaw eats a pasty during an FA Cup match against Arsenal after learning that a sports betting website was offering odds on whether he would do so.
That's actually hilarious. I know nothing about this, but
Go ahead.
All right, Nick.
Bakegate.
Alden.
Meat Pie Gate.
Jake.
Fatso Gate.
So I'm actually going to give it to Alden because this is Pie Gate.
I almost abbreviated. That's funny. I thought it just sounded funnier with meat pie, but
that's kind of relevant with the WNBA dildo thing, where you can bet whether dildos are getting thrown on the court. So all you have to do is sneak one in, bet heavy, mortgage your house, bet heavy.
I know right where to smuggle in a dildo. Yeah.
The back to buttholes. Yeah.
Buttholes again. Yeah.
But yeah, like literally, the volume on whether there'll be a dildo or not is beating the volume on whether on the game itself.
That's so good.
That is an amazing bit of trivia in Triviaception here.
So one more note about this Piegate thing, which is that there's a chant in English football that goes all the way back to the 1890s that the crowds use to make fun of overweight players, and it goes like this. Who ate all the pies? Who ate all the pies? You fat bastard, you ate all the pies.
It's like that. Oh my god. They still do this?
They were doing it to this guy right before he...
Oh my god.
All right, question 6. 2021. Investigations reveal that British Prime Minister Boris Johnson held several functions in violation of COVID-19 lockdown orders.
I know most of these events. It's just I can't remember.
I know all the events. I just don't remember.
I didn't know the meat pie one, but the other ones, yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess I didn't know them.
Are you really a fan of Wrexham AFC if you don't know about Piegate?
Yes, those two things do not go hand in hand. All right, I guess go. I don't know.
All right, Nick.
Partygate.
That's what I said.
Alden.
Yeah, Partygate.
Jake.
I didn't write anything.
Well, it is Partygate.
Oh, okay, all right.
And the audience got it at the last second as well.
Wow. Yeah.
Jake, you're the only one that didn't get that one.
Yeah. Par for the course.
Question 7. 2024. Michael Rechtenwald is not quite up to the task of being the Libertarian nominee for president. If you Google this phrase, an article about it is the first thing that pops up. So it's
legitimate.
Go for it, Zane.
All right, Nick.
Gummygate.
Alden.
What? I didn't have an answer, but it wasn't that.
Gummygate.
What?
It is, in fact, Gummygate.
Was he like high on weed gummies? Like, I don't get the
gummies. Someone gave him a heavy dose.
No, is that actually what it was?
Yeah.
Oh, no. That
Dude,
poor bastard.
Disastrous.
Why? Did he know what it was, or did someone slip it to him he
didn't know it was. Apparently, he didn't know it was as powerful as it was. He thought it was.
So he took it. He wasn't thought it was a Swedish fish or some shit. That's a dumb move, dude. Oh my god. You know what?
He thought it was a smaller.
That person
apparently,
that's fine.
He apparently
no,
thought
I don't
it
want
was.
that person as president either.
Well, and yeah, I know who he is or whatever. But but on that move alone, that's not wise.
he considers himself an academic too, and rails on people for not being as smart as he is.
Wow, that was unrecommended, if that's a word.
Question 8. 2012. British MP Andrew Mitchell allegedly calls a policeman a pleb when he is asked to use a different exit to leave Downing Street.
I love that. I don't know this one. But...
No, I've never heard of this. A pleb. That's an interesting, insult.
It's very British.
I guess it would be, yeah.
Becoming a very American thing to do, too, though. It's in the vernacular now.
Yeah, it is a Bitcoin thing, I guess, now, but...
All right, Nick.
I'm going to say peasant gate.
I had no idea. I said door gate. I have no fucking idea what's going on.
I said cop gate.
I guess
Coppergate.
gate would be a funny answer, too.
Gate.
No! I'm so mad at this. Oh my god, why didn't I say that?
Why I said it after I wrote, yeah, fuck.
That's so funny though. Gate.
Very British.
All right. At the end of round 1, we've got Nick in the audience tied with 4, Alden with 3, Jake with 2.
We're tight.
So
that was one of our worst rounds of all time.
I did not know most of those. Is this all about Rechtenwald's gummy experience this round?
No.
Oh, okay.
Round 2, potpourri.
This isn't going to go well.
Question 1. What specific type of plumbing trap is pictured here? It is designed to prevent sewer gases from entering buildings.
I thought you were going to have us name the general term for this. The specific. We'll see. I'm ready, I guess. So I propose.
I don't know. If you're thinking about it that hard, you're probably the answer you first thought of is right.
That's what I put. Is yeah.
Okay.
I didn't know how specific you were going with this, but
all right. Nick.
P trap.
Alden.
I did S trap.
I did P trap.
Okay, the audience also says P trap, and I guess this little diagram isn't specific enough. I'm just gonna give everyone credit. What I had is U bend, but I know that those other 2 answers are also.
The diagram showed the motion of an S form, so that's why I said the S trap, but.
It actually could have been all 3 of them.
That's what I was going to say, is because there's components of all of these involved or whatever, so I don't know.
I can literally walk over and show you one that I installed right here.
My favorite is the poop fish trap, actually. That's my preferred trap.
Question 2. The U-bend was invented in 1880 by what man?
Go for it, Zane.
Nick.
John Crapper.
Alden.
Joe Plummer.
Jake.
Frederick U. Bendover.
Nick, I regret to inform you that you broke the cardinal rule of trivia, which is always give the minimum amount of information that's acceptable. Because the answer is not John
Crapper, but it's another Crapper.
Thomas Crapper.
Oh, no.
Jeez.
Monsieur Crapper.
I should have just wrote Crapper and I'd have been right.
That is hilarious, actually, yeah.
Oh, it is what it is. Half point?
No.
I don't care. He's going to win anyway.
No.
I got to get ahead of the audience.
Jake said spicily.
Question 3. What does the abbreviation WC stand for? It originally referred to a room with a toilet and sink but no bath. Thus, the room was not technically a bathroom.
Let's go.
It's all over every other country except ours. Go ahead, Zane.
Nick.
Water closet.
Water closet.
Water closet.
Powder room.
There's no powder.
There is one. I go in there.
Question 4. The 2016 sculpture America by Maurizio Catalan was a fully functional toilet made with over $4 million worth of what material? Reportedly, over 100,000 people waited in line to use it, but in 2019 it was stolen and is presumed melted down.
Well, we know it's not diamond. I'm gonna say bamboo.
These modern artists. Yeah.
Modern art is
stolen how? And I smell a fraud.
Probably a big insurance claim, and you melt it down, you get that money, and then you get the insurance money. Yeah.
Almost like the insurance claim of 2 different towers insured for separate attacks involving planes hitting buildings that had never been done before in history.
Somebody mute Alden.
Somebody, you're the producer.
I'm saying gold.
Alden.
I mean, I went gold. Yeah.
I went silver.
Oh, veering. The pewter pooter.
Dadgummit, man.
That don't look silver to me.
4 million of silver would be a lot.
I love that Jake was the only one that wins, not gold. Oh my god.
He was taking a risk.
That's so funny.
The only thing that was going to get me ahead. Whatever.
Question 5.
I love it.
What nickname for a toilet derives from a material that, unlike gold, is commonly used to make them?
Let's go.
I know this. I'm trying to.
All right. I'm calling.
Nick.
I'm going.
I'm frozen here and I can't think of it.
All right.
Alden.
Porcelain throne.
Fuck.
Jake.
That's what I was looking for.
Porcelain throne.
Indeed.
Yeah.
I knew it started with a P. I couldn't think of porcelain for some
I
reason.
couldn't get poop castle out of my head.
You had no idea it started with a P. You know it houses your pee, but you didn't know anything.
It's a ceramic chair.
Question 6. Before the advent of the modern porcelain throne, what device was used to relieve oneself indoors?
Bam.
Alden.
Chamber pot.
Nick.
Piss jug.
Underpants.
That's your style, Jake. Just a 10-gallon hat.
Alden and the audience have it. It is indeed the chamber pot.
Yep. As soon as you
Piss
said
jug's a synonym.
So
to
does
it,
a
but okay.
chambermaid just deal solely with chamber pots? Is that what that's about?
probably deal a lot with it.
That's unfortunate, but yeah.
Yeah.
There was a law at some point, like back in like the medieval times or whatever, that you had to yell "look out below" 3 times before you dumped your chamber pot out the window into the street, so that you didn't hit a passerby actively, but then you still were stepping over people's shit.
So you have to draw attention to the fact that you are dumping piss and crap over.
Oh yeah. Yeah. It was like a law or whatever, an ordinance, a law, whatever they called it. Like,
wow.
Yeah. Fun stuff.
Yet somehow they couldn't
appreciate.
Figure out what Lions had figured out decades before or centuries before, which was
plumbing.
I mean, the Romans had it, so you know,
Romans had it. But in South America, they also had this crazy system where they had these spiral systems that like, the wind would funnel down and pressurize the water to plumb up. Like that's insane.
That's so cool. So cool.
Anyway,
at the end of round 2, we've got Jake with 8, Nick with 10, Alden with 13, and the audience with 14.
Damn it, fucking audience. I was like, my first time, I'm like, I'm in the lead. Nope, not in the lead.
It's a good game though. It's close.
So let's see how much
Education.
you all know about education. Question 1. What 1990 song includes the lyric "Ring the bell, school's back in"?
I might just go take a leak during this. Go ahead, Zane.
1990. I mean,
Alden.
I'm way off on this. I just couldn't think of another. School's out for summer. Alice Cooper. It's like the opposite effect, but
Nick.
What the hell is that? Go fuck
I will not.
yourself.
Jake.
Highway to Hell.
That's 1990. Also, I mean, mine's not either though. But
I know it's not.
It's You Can't Touch This.
You can't touch this.
Yeah, I wouldn't have got that.
Question 2. During the Middle Ages, young children used what educational tool that consisted of one page of content attached to a frame? It is named for the transparent material used to cover the paper. This is probably the most difficult question I've written in a while.
Oh, well then I'll just give up now. I'll stop writing. I'll stop embarrassing myself. I thought that was the same item that you spank people with, where it's like you learn on it, and if you do something wrong, you get hit with the same item. You know, that's what I thought that was. But
go ahead,
right. Alden.
I mean, I said a film, but like, dude, I don't know.
Nick.
I said Spankinator 3000.
Yep. So we have the same idea about this looking like a paddle, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
This is the Horn Book.
Obviously, everyone knows the Horn Book.
Why?
I've never heard of that in my life.
Horn? What?
Horn? Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, if you like really heat up like animal horn and make it really thin, then it becomes.
Oh, is that where? Interesting.
Yeah. Although this is Middle Ages, probably seemed a little early. Like, wouldn't this be more at least Renaissance, like post printing press creation?
No.
They're
using horns during the Middle Ages. They're definitely not using horns during the Renaissance.
I just thought horns.
Why? You don't have industrial rubber and plastics at that point. So if you be clear, you're still doing that.
No,
that's pretty cool. Actually, I thought it was just for drinking beer out of and blowing like war tones, but it's pretty cool.
Question 3. What professional bad person who has been president of the American Federation of Teachers since 2008 kept advocating for school closures due to COVID-19 long after it was proven safe to reopen them?
Dadgummit, I forgot. Go ahead. I'm not going to get it.
Yeah, I'm not going to get it. Mary Poppins. I'm not going to get it.
Nick.
Dumb bitch Weingard.
Jake.
I got nothing.
I will be nice and give it to Nick because it is Randy Weingarten.
I feel like he Americanized the name, you know?
Yeah, I Americanized it out of the.
We're not in Germany here, you know.
Here we go.
I had the first name right, but then I remembered your advice from.
That's hilarious.
When I erased it.
Yeah, and you put dumb bitch as her first name instead. Yeah.
Yes,
right.
That was in quotes though. Just
no.
Understood.
Yeah.
Question 4. My Dear Aunt Sally is a character closely associated with teaching students what mathematical concept?
Oh.
No, you don't know. Don't
I
write.
Totally know.
You don't know.
Write anything down.
Okay.
Alden, stop it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Pick
Right.
your pen up. Go ahead.
All right, Nick.
Order of operations.
Bam.
Alden.
Same.
Jake.
Order of operations.
It is the order of operations, aka PEMDAS.
Do I get a bonus point for saying PEMDAS on my board? I feel like I should.
No.
I love how flatly no. Just the flattest no I've ever heard in my life. That no hurt. And I wasn't even the one that asked. And it hurt my soul.
Shut up, Alden.
So at the end of trivia, that means we've got Jake with 11, Alden and Nick tied with 16, and the audience wins with 17.
What font are you using? Because those O's look like straight up zeros.
It's Felix Titling, no, that's the old one. Orator Standard, I think it is.
Alden hates it and thinks you need a new font.
Alden hates almost everything.
I hate most things. Yeah.
It's one of the approved Liberty Libations fonts, which is why I use it. If you notice, it's the same font as the hashtag at the bottom of the screen.
But that doesn't have an O in it, so I don't care quite as much.
Okay.
God, that one on the right, dude. Every time it just gets me. That thing's a monster.
Y'all chat about that for a second. Y'all just chat about the monster audience thing. I got to take a leak.
He's okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're gonna put something in your butthole. We all know it.
While I watch,
I can't believe
Make sure to yell down below before you empty this.
Look out below.
I can't believe I lost to the audience by a point. Alden actually did really good this time. One of your best performances.
It's the best this year, maybe. I felt good about it, but I don't know if I had one too many beers or too few. We don't know.
Had I put chamber pot instead of messing around and writing piss jug, I could have won that.
I mean, but piss joke's funny, man. Sometimes you just got to lean into the jokes. Like, I do that on this too much. I've definitely done that where I've just joked and the thing that I thought was right actually was right. I've been kind of annoyed at that though. So to be fair, I hear you. I was gonna leave and get another beer, but now Jake's gone and I don't want to leave just two people. So I'm gonna be a gentleman and I'm gonna wait to get my next beer.
Anyway, we can't just have dead air. We can't have dead air, so we got to keep talking until he gets back.
I mean, we can talk about buttholes or
what you guys... He didn't have his piss jug there.
If he just had his chamber pot handy, like we all do here.
You have your piss jug, you chuck it out the window.
Yeah,
that's how you get through long car rides.
I mean,
does that mean the modern day iteration of the piss jug is a truck driver's Gatorade bottle?
Yeah, have you not seen Trailer Park Boys? Like, piss jug is a whole thing in that show.
I never watched that show.
Do you think you would?
It's hilarious and about the best
more
thing
than one of these
ever done
with pee? Do you think you would fill more than one beer bottle with pee if you had to use it?
Right then, yes.
I've never measured the volume.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know how much is produced, and I'm like, would that be reliable? This is bringing me back to like a Dumb and Dumber scene where he's like peeing in multiple bottles in the car or whatever.
Yeah, I do remember that. All right, let's move on to our final story of the night. Radiation fungi, however you want to pronounce it.
Fungus.
Scientists just found something growing where nothing should, the walls of Chernobyl. A black fungus called Cladosporium sphaerospermum isn't just surviving nuclear radiation, it's feeding on it. Like photosynthesis, but for gamma rays, researchers call it radiosynthesis. The kicker, the more radiation it gets, the faster it grows. NASA already sent it to the ISS to test as astronaut shielding. Radiation-eating mold that thrives in nuclear ruins. Wow.
The real question here is, will video synthesis kill the radio synthesis star?
So that's an interesting one.
That actually makes sense to me because photosynthesis is obviously converting light into energy and using whatever, other air and other things, whatever. But like radiation, like light is a form of radiation. It's just not as strong. It's just not nuclear radiation. So it makes sense that something could then convert it into energy. And it also makes sense that fucking fungi is weird, dude. It's one of the weirdest living things at all. It's just insane.
It's friggin' awesome.
Fungi? How the fuck do you say it? I don't know.
I've heard of
Fungi.
Okay.
Fungi.
Or fungi.
Mushrooms.
Yeah. Chernobyl fungus eats nuclear radiation via radiosynthesis. So would this be something that would eliminate the waste of a nuclear power plant?
Well, I mean, this is growing many years after, so I feel like the levels, if it's in contact with something that's very strong and very direct, I don't feel like it's strong enough to withstand, you know, an active spill or meltdown or something.
I'm not saying an active spill or meltdown. I'm saying once the core is done and they have to replace the core at a nuclear facility, could they then plant these spores onto the one that's used up?
Oh, like they should use it as shielding around where they're storing nuclear waste, as long as there's a barrier between or something. And yeah, that makes sense.
Does it actually stop radiation from penetrating through it to any extent, or does
if it absorbs it, then I assume it's converting the energy, and so it's negating the radioactive effect at some point.
You've still got, you know, the particle shedding off of it, and I'm not sure what the mechanism here of absorption is. Because there's, you know, there's like the waves and there's the particles with it. Is it from the waves or the particles? And
what's but is a wave also a particle? You know?
Yes.
Well,
yeah.
Yeah, so I recognize a fellow student of the physicist Louis de Broglie when I see one. This, of course, proved wave-particle duality.
Yeah.
I'm saying there's multiple components to radiation coming from fission, and you know, I don't know the mechanism by which this is actually feeding, and I think that's, you know, that's the question of, is it actually fully absorbing it? Is it absorbing from the energy of the particle passing through, and then does that particle continue on through it? You know, there's a whole lot of like weird stuff when it comes to
or is there a bunch of
physics and
microscopic
quantum
little like catcher's mitts inside the mushroom that are all just catching these like flying neutrons, you know?
So it
Can
does
you eat this stuff?
It does block some of the incoming radiation. So they're looking at shielding astronauts and space objects with a layer of this radiation absorbing protective fungus.
So that does make sense. And of course, I'm not a chemist, but I did score well on my AP chemistry exam. So putting that hat on, because like light, you know, photosynthesis, that radiation is like when plants like do photosynthesis, they're absorbing the photon coming from the light. So, you know, like nuclear radiation is just like alpha and beta particles, which are, you know, they're also particles. I think alpha radiation is one proton, and then there's another kind of radiation. I think that's two protons and two neutrons. But in either case, it is an actual particle that it's bad if the human body absorbs it, but if this fungus is absorbing it, then it would, you know, be absorbing it, and hopefully it wouldn't be going on to harm anything else. But all I can say is that I'm glad that Israel discovered this before Iran nukes them.
Did they can you eat that fungus? Is it
I was gonna ask that too.
For turning nuclear disasters into food?
I was gonna ask that. It's funny.
Good question. I have no idea.
Yeah.
It didn't say in the article.
It's like an edible lead vest.
We got to go to Pripyat and get a sample and try it on air, Alden.
Yeah, we've all got to be good journalists and go to conclusions.
I'm standing here at Chernobyl. Yeah. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, I had no idea we were journalists until Zane just said it. That's amazing.
We're not a journalist.
We're not journalists. We're good journalists.
I'm an internet commentator.
Potato.
I like referring to myself as a takesman.
I'm a drunken idiot that needs another beer, actually. So I'll be right back.
Dude, a takesman is stinking hilarious. I really like that a lot.
That's Zane's new show, The Takesman.
The Takesman. Well, y'all, I think that this is going to be a shorter show tonight because I don't have we don't have any other topics to tackle. I thought this one was super interesting. We spent not as long as I thought we would on the zoo food and political attacks, but
it wasn't like that much to say on it.
That's true. That's true.
We got to celebrate big balls. We, you know.
I mean, we could talk more about the theory of animal rights if you wanted, but I doubt anyone wants that.
I got some cool Bitcoin news. Maybe.
What's your Bitcoin news?
Yeah, so Sheetz, Pennsylvania gas station, gas station, is now accepting Bitcoin payments, and between the hours of 3 p.m. and 7 p.m., we'll give you a 50% discount for paying with it.
Heck
no
yeah.
freaking way.
Not on gas.
Wow. That's awesome.
Whatever else. Now, the other catch is you can only use the wallets that are enabled with, I forget what the thing is called, but I haven't heard of it. Flexa. You have to use Flexa wallets. So it's wallets that are called like Speedin, Zashi, Zcash wallet, Nighthawk wallet.
I know Zcash
wallet. Yeah, so do I. And Nexus wallet.
Yeah.
But
gas station giant Sheetz announces 50% discounts when paying in Bitcoin and crypto every day between 3 and 7 p.m. Awesome. That's incredible. Good for them.
So,
we're very, very close to operating only in Bitcoin with this company. So stay tuned for that. I'm hoping in the next 2 months to be fully converted over to Bitcoin.
Zap us some sats on Rumble when that becomes a thing.
Yeah. Oh, things are going to change a little bit. I mean, the fact that if Rumble really starts implementing the Lightning Network, there's a very good chance this will become a Rumble only show. Because that I like. I don't know. There were already incentives for going over to Rumble. 1, they don't censor. 2, they pay out way more. 3, they're I had a 3 and now I forgot. Yeah. But now they're going to implement, if they're implementing Bitcoin, that's a phenomenal. Oh, they're
not owned by Google. You know, I don't know.
They're not owned by Google. 3 was they actually promote your stuff, like they actively promote your stuff if you are a Rumble only channel. So, just anybody out there who's watching on anything other than Rumble, just be aware you might only be getting clips on the current platform you're watching on in the future. It might become a Rumble only stream at some point in time. And I'm going to try.
Google.
Exactly. I'm going to try to wait until they get a better user chat interface so that y'all can chat a lot better in the comment section. But I think that'd be a good route to take. So, yeah, y'all. Aside from that, head on over to peacefulsea.network. Learn more about our company. We just rounded off Cascade Effect Season 1, 6 episodes, and we have 3 cases that we're working on right now for Seasons 2, 3, and 4. So a lot of stuff coming down the pike. We're in the middle of trying to get funding for Cascade Effect here in Cascade County, Montana. And dude, it's a great show. Go watch it. It's on the primary interactions with it are on Facebook, believe it or not.
Really?
About Montana.
I wonder if it's because it's a very like local community that's really interested in it, and they might be on like groups together that are talking about it or something. And
that's exactly right, man.
Okay, yeah.
Montana's primary social media is Facebook.
I've found this. So the area that I'm in like Farmsville, rural North Georgia, is also more Facebook oriented. I think more like rural areas are like 10 years behind tech wise. Like they haven't found,
or maybe 10 years in the future.
Maybe they're ahead. Yeah, that's fair.
Tell me, is the future still riddled with completely pointless minion memes?
Yeah.
I guess I'm not online enough to even answer that, so I don't know.
It's still happening far into the future, so just make your peace with that right now. Yeah, check out our other shows. Philosophical Fall Guy is going strong. If you want to learn more about the stunt world in the movie industry, that's a really fun one. Duke Jackson is the freaking man. He is the host of the show. He's a legendary stunt man, and he interviews the biggest folks in stunts all across the industry, and it's great.
Hey guys, lion food?
Looks like 2 or 3 meals for a lion right there.
Yeah, honestly, she's rotund.
Eating a few pies in her day.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. Anybody else got anything to comment on before we head to the funnies?
I'm good.
Y'all are easy tonight.
Yeah.
All right. The first one is not so much funny. It's more funny.
Not funny?
It's more disgusting funny and not funny. Heinz and Smoothie King are collaborating on a ketchup smoothie.
Oh. No.
The supposed tomato-flavored condiment. No, it's not.
No.
Blend of acai sorbet, apple juice, strawberries, and raspberries for a sweet and tangy beverage.
That just
no thanks.
That sounds
okay.
weird.
That actually doesn't sound terrible.
Well, at least there's like fruit in it. I didn't know that there was.
It's Zane with the Fed.
We were Zane from the stream.
But
Can't
yeah, no, that feels. I don't even like ketchup in general that much, to be honest. But
I like ketchup, and it's not Heinz.
Heinz is the most superior ketchup.
Heinz is just the most sugary ketchup. It's not superior.
What do you?
It is the superior.
That does
ketchup.
mean though that it would be the best to put in a smoothie if it's got that much sugar in it.
Okay, you're right about that. It would be the best if someone were stupid enough to put ketchup in a smoothie. It would be the best one to use.
Jake, what ketchup do you use?
I generally don't use that much ketchup. I mean, it depends. Like
Ketchup's the superior condiment, and Heinz ketchup is the superior ketchup.
I mean, prefer Whataburger ketchup over all the like big ketchups, but Whataburger is
my favorite ketchup was the green check ketchup that they made in house in Savannah. That was
by far the best ketchup.
Agreed. That was like rustic and vinegary, and yeah, it was really good. But
some class is sending me a local Portland ketchup. For me
okay.
You want me to send you a local Pittsburgh ketchup?
It'll be Heinz.
I just get a crate of Heinz in the mail. Good.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Can you get some like black and gold, like specific labeled Heinz or something up there? Or
I'm sure there's probably something.
I feel
there's
like
like
that's a thing,
20 varieties of it on the shelves up here.
Yeah.
So
I honestly eat so little ketchup that it doesn't even matter because I mostly just use it like in, I don't know, a little bit in secret sauces and my smoothies, obviously, of course. Yeah.
Ooh, some quack says, have you been able to get paid yet on Rumble? I heard it's hard. Yeah, we got there was a stream we did with
we have it's news to me. I don't know.
Where we got a bunch of tips from their viewers that joined the show. And we got a bunch of tips. It went straight back into the show. And it wasn't enough for you to get the money. So
everything goes back into the show because it ain't much right
calm
now.
down, okay?
Buy my beer.
All right, the next one. It's POV. When someone asks me how long I can go without talking about conspiracy theories, government corruption, vaccines, and spiritual.
I still see ketchup. There we go.
Oh, I would say probably 4 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that enough? That's not wrong. Oh man.
No, be real.
That's about right on this, especially on this show.
Yeah.
Especially on this show.
Except Zane, who has to sit there and just hear our conspiracy theories. And...
Well, no. So it's important that we not lose sight of what the word conspiracy theory actually means, because the official story, according to what the 9/11 report says of what happened on 9/11, is a conspiracy theory because it posits that a bunch of Arabs all got together in order to fly planes into our towers and buildings, which is literally it's theorizing about a conspiracy.
Leave it to Zane to make conspiracy theories boring.
Yeah.
How is that boring?
because you're going with the technical definition and not the common definition. But
the common definition is a result of the CIA trying to discredit everyone that hates the CIA.
I actually
so we can't use the common definition. We've got to revert to the technical definition because it's the only one that makes sense.
Yeah.
Fair enough. I was just poking at you. All right. Here's the next one.
I'm lying on the cold hard
Dude, I thought that was so stinking funny.
It's stupid but pretty entertaining, actually. Yeah. I would totally do that if my inner child is amused by this.
All right, here you go.
Cow eats blueberries. Could the milk come out purple? You see, milk is
Star Wars milk.
2% water. The rest is made up of lactose, fat, and protein, and this causes its white color. So if a cow eats 39mm bullets, it could become a automatic right. If
what? I was like, where is this going? I thought it was going to be like a Star Wars milk thing or something.
It's a good parody of that account that always does videos like that.
Right. That's pretty funny though.
This next one's about the Matilda effect.
Matilda?
Yeah.
Matilda effect is when women do the work but men take the credit. For example, Dr. Rosalind Franklin, she took the first image of DNA. 2 dudes stole it, got famous, and received the Nobel Prize.
I hope y'all like my video. Be sure.
Matilda effect is.
Oh my God! Score like a meta 10 on that. That is amazing. Dude, oh my God!
I thought that was so stinking funny. That guy
fucking hilarious. Jesus,
that was good.
That's brilliant.
Oh man. Well, y'all, I appreciate everybody for watching episode 137 of Liberty Libations. Yeah.
Are we in 137 now? Oh my God.
137. So it means what month is it?
I think some say it's August, but that's a conspiracy theory. So that's only if you believe that. There really should have been 13 months in the year. So it's a whole thing, but you know.
I mean, there should be 13 months in the year.
That's
conspiracy theory. But Zane already ruined conspiracy theories for me.
Yeah.
So
yeah. Zane hates fun.
If there was 13 months in a year, every month would have exactly 28 days, which is the exact same as the lunar cycle. It's how it was. But
what we were robbed of. Yeah. Why did they do it, Alden? Why did they do
it? But we only have 12 names for months. So
yeah, but they're all out of order. But they're all like based on the names of like
8 is number 10.
Oct is 10. Yeah, it's been fucked. It's bullshit.
7 is month number 9. What?
Apparently there was some like ancient civilizations or like Native American might have done this too, where the they would say like the back of the turtle shell would tell you it was like a calendar. Okay, yeah, with like the different sections. So it was 13 main sections and then like 28 little rivets around the shell edge, and it's kind of cool actually.
Yeah, they used to murder turtles to use them as calendars back in the day.
Yeah, did they feed them
What's
the lions?
Libertarian position on that, Zane?
Approved.
Approved. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for tuning in, and go check out our shows. Free Georgia podcast on Monday, Philosophical Fall Guy on Tuesdays mostly, and then come back next week for some more
Conspiracy Corner on the 13th month of the year.
There you go. Yeah,
join the Dollar Media Club.
Alden hosts a 24-hour live stream the 13th month of every year.
Yeah.
So
all day, every day.
All day, every day. So, all right, y'all. We'll see you next week.